on to you Scorpios out there. So you have the Three of Wands, the Page of Swords, and you have the Two of Cups. I am using my Dragon or Dragonic deck or Dragon deck this time around. The Three of Wands and the Page of Swords. This right here speaks to, and the Two of Cups. You Scorpios deserve to be treated fairly. And you know that. So if there's anybody that you Scorpios have been talking to that has mistreated you, this definitely signals you leaving them alone. If you're not with anybody, then this means that you Scorpios are not going to accept that. And you know why you shouldn't. Because you're the ones that probably bring a lot of, you're the ones that probably bring a lot more value when it comes to relationships than the average person that you're probably talking to, right? Like on average, yes, I know it's noisy. This is the big city. This is New York. But on average, I know that more than likely you're probably the one that brings more value to the table than the majority of the people that you spend your time interacting with, right? So the Devil and the Three of Cups now is about how, well, since because of that, this is where the doozy is going to come into play, because the Devil and the Three of Cups represents, that's the problem. Ironically, that's the problem. And what have I been saying for the longest time, for over a year now? What have I been saying? I've said that, let me get my more self-comfortable. What have I been saying? I've been saying to you Scorpios that the more valuable you are is the more you're going to start to take a look at relationships to a certain extent. And you're going to look at it like it's kind of boring. Not because it's boring per se, right? But the quality of the people that you meet are not going to be able to keep up with you, right? So if you're a person that has a lot of value, right, you have to understand that more often than not, the people that you meet are going to be down here, and you're probably going to be up here, or because it's in the cell phone, right? I'm trying to get it in the lens, probably way above them. So it's this idea of, it's like it sucks. Trust me. I'm sure that you Scorpios want to be able to find somebody where this person brings in so much value, and so do you, and not just monetarily, right? You're not alone when you're with them, right? You know how to initiate conversations. You actually feel like there's someone with you in the residence, and not just physically there. You understand what I'm saying? Because I understand, Scorpio, I get it. It's terrible to, technically have a significant other there, but they don't initiate conversations. They don't have topics to talk about. They don't have topics to be talking about. You are always the one that has to decide the topic. They don't decide topics. They don't have anything substantial to talk about, but they bring problems though. That's the only section where they do have something to talk about, is when they bring in you problems. They don't actually come to you and say, hey, Scorpio, I just found out this today, and I found out this, and I found out that. They don't. It's always some mundane stuff. What kind of basketball, Michael Jordan shot into the hoop this time. Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player to me. That's why I said Michael Jordan. But I know the players today, right? Not personally, of course, but what kind of basket, Steph Curry shot today, or whatever the case may be, right? Like mundane stuff, nothing where it appeals to where you really want to be, right? So as a result of this, I just see a lot of you Scorpios are just, as I've been talking about, and you Scorpios really haven't been hearing me. A lot of y'all, a lot of you Scorpios are in a crux. Y'all are in a cross where you've accomplished so much, you've done great things, but the relationship sector of your life is kind of dwindling, not because you can't find options. There's plenty of people who are interested in you, fronting, even the ones that front like they don't, a lot of the times, a lot of them probably are, but it's because you trying to get to know these people, Scorpio, and it's like they're just a letdown, right? Now, a lot of y'all not going to really understand what I'm talking about, but when I say a letdown, I'm talking about a letdown in the sense that you bring so much to the table. And I'm not talking about financially only, right? You bring a level of understanding to a relationship. When you get with somebody, you're not just in the relationship physically, you're actually there. You notice them, you see them, you understand who the person is, you bring understanding to the table, and they're just not willing to do that with you. They're just lazy, they're bums. So now, like I said, this is why the devil in the Three of Cups comes up, because it's like you bored of it. It's like you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what you spent so much time. But like you Scorpios feel proud to attain this level of spirituality and potentially even money, but this level of self-awareness and everything like that. But people don't bring this level of self-awareness. They're quite lazy. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so the Six of Wands now and the Wheel of Fortune is about you Scorpios wanting to find a partner, right? Not even a partner as far as business wise, but I mean like wanting to find a significant other, someone that brings understanding, right? It's not just if you stop talking, you feel like, if you stop talking or whatever the case may be, then it's this long pause or whatever, because the person doesn't really have anything to say. Not that a long pause is terrible, but it's like that consistently. They don't have anything to talk about. It's just mundane, So the Six of Wands and the Three of Pentacles is that you Scorpios are kind of setting out to find someone where you don't feel alone. And the Eight of Cups now represents, and if you can't find them, you just will leave the person alone if you feel like you're alone. And then the thing is that the King of Cups and the Moon, is about how it's the person that you're looking for. And then you got the Moon, which is ironic because this is you kind of like, how like in a lot of those musicals, they look up at the moon and they make a wish. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like how a lot of you Scorpios are looking at it like, this is one of the things that you Scorpios are aspiring to attain. You Scorpios are aspiring secretly, right? We're talking secret. A lot of you Scorpios are aspiring to be in a union with somebody, a strong, committed union with somebody where they actually understand you and they have substance. And it's not just you just by yourself. You know what I mean? Trust me. I know. Not being able to communicate with your significant other. The significant other's so dumb, they get, oh, all right then. Since you're so exciting, what do you have to offer? Oh, look at this new Gucci bag that I done went ahead and purchased. Great. Woo woo. Right? It's boring. Okay. Coco Chanel. Good, Fonzie. Right? So I get it. I get it, Scorpio. Trust me, I get it. Let's clarify. I get it. Let's clarify the moon. The Nine of Cups, the Strength card for Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the High Priestess. The Nine of Cups and the Strength card represents how, and you know, it's saying how it is that you Scorpios you're in a position where, you Scorpios are really in a position where not a lot of people really gonna be able to actually see what it is that you're talking about. They're not gonna hear what you're saying. They're not gonna see your vision. They're not gonna, and you Scorpios are willing to wait and date. The Four of Swords and the Nine of Swords, up until you get the right person. But I will say this though, Scorpio, right? Because a lot of you are out here trying to shoot y'all shots, see who's out here, see what's going on, right? Bless the streets, right? Talk to a couple of people. I will say this though, right? With this Nine of Swords, mind being sad, okay? This is one of the, like I said before, this is one of the traits. Again, this is one of the traits of success. See, you can't have it both ways. This is how life is, right? To find someone that can offer you both is truly a rare thing. That's what makes it tragic when people take advantage of the situation, right? See, when you're not really doing too much, it's very fun because there's a lot of camaraderie, because there's so much to engage and talk about, because so many people are down here, right? So many people are willing to engage you with where you're at, and there's much to say and much to convene and congregate, right? Socialize about. But the higher you get is the more sometimes alone, not lonely, but alone you're gonna be, because they're not gonna have, like I said before, they're not gonna be able to talk to you Scorpios and be like, oh yeah, did you know that Elon Musk is working on his no Diddy, that Elon Musk is working on his rocket, right? No Diddy. He's actually trying to figure out a way to get off the planet, right? To actually send it into space. Elon Musk is working on the robots, the Optimus Prime, Tesla bots and stuff like this. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they're not going to, most people not going to be able to talk to you about that type of stuff, right? Where something that you're actually interested in. They'll probably talk to you about some nonsense like, like a basketball game, like who's, the New York or whatever, New York Jets versus the San Diego or the California Golden Nuggets. I don't even watch basketball like that. You know what I'm saying? I just like the colors. I just like the fact that, they're athletic and the coordination of it, but the actual keeping up with the day-to-day of it, I don't really care. I don't really care. But I'm saying all that to say, for you Scorpios, to mind being saddened, because this is the price of self-excellence, right? Most people are, again, they're going to be down here, Scorpios. That's what y'all are not listening to. Most people going to be down here. You're going to be up here. So no matter who it is, that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that kind of connection is going to be hard to actually bridge. This is the thing that you Scorpios are not listening when I'm trying to get y'all to understand. It's not, there's not anything inherently wrong with y'all per se. It's something inherent in other people where the two of y'all are just not able to match up because they caught up in stupidness. You see what I'm saying? So it's the malaise, it's the stupidity of the love is supposed to be end all be all, right? It's supposed to be some Disney. The two of y'all are a wonderful match type thing, but the reality of this situation is the better off you Scorpios are, the more people can't communicate with you. The stuff that you spend your time talking about, thinking about, investing in, they not trying to. They want to, like I said, they want to talk about Gucci. They want to talk about, mundane, malaise, Gucci, celebrity gossip. That's the mundane. Sports, celebrity gossip, shopping. Think about it. Don't believe anything that I'm saying. Think about it. Think about those topics. It's either sports, celebrity gossip, or shopping. Something that they want to buy. It's never policies. It's never ideas. It's never experiences. It's never something higher than level mundane stuff. Don't believe me, Scorpio? Think about it. And then the high priestess now represents this person that you're looking for. Again, the high priestess is rare, and you're going to have to search high and low for this person. But what it's also saying is become okay within yourself first and foremost. That's where the marriage is. The marriage is with your outside. The marriage is with yourself. The marriage is within you, where you are okay, keep getting better and better and better, and not allowing the fact that other people only want to deal with the mundane stress you out. And still, if you want to meet someone else, continue to date. And if you find someone that's an amazing match for you, great. If they can't, then you just move on and talk to somebody else. That's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. There's a link in the comment section below called a Linktree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website where there's all the ways to get a personal reading from me, as well as the birth chart readings, as well as the books that I have that on Amazon. Peace.